Let's just introduce it. Hey guys, we have the questions of the day.
All right, beautiful.
We're gonna pull them and we're gonna rifle them off and see how it goes.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I don't know if we got all that on camera. I'm Bill,
I'm Steph.
and today we're gonna do magical grab bag questions. These are questions that are just common. I can't really tell you that any individual person asks these. So much like a political debate, I think that the candidates know the questions before they are asked. However, we're going to try to do this in real time and have it be a little bit conversational so that hopefully the information comes through the way we were trying to present it to you. So, Stephanie, what is today's magic question?
Bill, I'm getting divorced. Can I keep the house?
Like every mortgage question, it depends. We laugh because often that's the answer, is it depends. It depends on a couple things. First of all, what is the value of that home? And after you pay out your partner's interest in the home,
Yes.
can you afford the remaining mortgage it would be on the home to do that? So if you have enough income to support it, both between your own earned income and potentially with any child support you'd be receiving from the spouse that's leaving the house, then you might be able to keep the home that you're already in instead of having to deal with that depending on how your arrangement is. So unfortunately for that one, there's no real hard answer other than it depends. And I'm sorry. Next, pick something I know the answer to.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Bill,
Yep.
What is a reverse mortgage?
I gotta put my serious hat on for this. So, in Canada, a reverse mortgage is available to people over a certain age where the lender knows that they can lend a reasonable percentage of the value of the home and not expect to get repaid before that home is sold because the people have aged out of the home or the home is ready to be passed to the heirs for whatever remaining value is in it. And how it works mathematically is, say you borrow $500,000, and for my math in my little midget brain here to make sense, the interest rate is 7%. Then that means that after year number one of not selling the home and not making any payments, they would owe 535, and then after another year they would owe 567 or whatever the actual math is, and so on and so on. And unfortunately, or fortunately, or mathematically, the balance would grow. In theory, it's okay because as long as real estate continues to appreciate in the market where the home is, then when the people borrow 500,000 against $1 million property, by the time those people have passed on and it's time for the estate to worry about it, or the time that people are ready to move on from the home, hopefully there's still enough equity to support the next goals for the family, for the heirs, or for the people when they're ready for the next phase. And that is what a reverse mortgage is here in Canada. And there are a few companies that, two companies in particular that do them. And it's a fantastic tool to keep the parents in the home and to have the parents be in the home. Well, I say parents just because of my age, I think in terms of my parents.
Yeah.
To let people stay in the home that they want to stay in and still maintain a good quality of life by accessing the equity in the home, because they're at the point in their lives where they have accumulated some wealth, but they're not really earners anymore. And that's how that works.
Awesome.
I really love reverse mortgages used in the right place.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you see family members that are resistant to it because they're worried about their inheritance, unfortunately. But culturally, I want my mom to live as good as she can live, and then if there's anything left at the end, then I'm just going to go blow it on whatever I'm going to go blow it on. I'll probably buy more houses with it.
Awesome. Next question.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Were you picking a tough one? Is that what was just happening?
If I buy a house with a rental unit in it, does that help me get a mortgage? Good question.
Thinking to put on my college hat now.
Is that how you word it?
I think I wore shorts all year long, and I was going to school in
The
Ottawa.
good old days when there was no recording devices that were in our pockets.
So I forget the question.
Okay, so if there is there's a rental unit in a home,
Oh,
would that help
affordability.
you get a mortgage easier?
It depends. So when you're purchasing a home, if the home has a rental unit in it and you have a tenant for it, then the lender may allow the money that the rental unit can produce
Right.
as an addition to your income and qualification. There's a couple different formulas. I want to get into that part, but the point is that it can enhance the price point that you're then able to qualify for if there is some underlying income that comes from the home. If it's going to be a CMHC insured mortgage, this is true for properties that have up to 3 distinct living areas in it.
Areas, yeah.
So CMHCA is usable on buildings up to a triplex and a residential mortgage. So if you're going to live in one unit and rent out 2, those other 2 units can enhance your buying power so that you can have a more expensive home, because typically multi-unit homes are more money than modest single-unit homes are. So it depends, but yes, in this one. Also, a really good way for young people to start to build wealth.
100%.
Next, I want to ask. You have to answer.
We're gonna edit this.
Magic bowl, magic
I
bowl,
think we're
magic bowl.
I'm gonna edit this.
Stephanie, if little Johnny goes to the store with $7
Yes.
and runs into little Janie,
Yes.
and he comes home with $2, do you think Janie's dad is going to have a problem?
Yes.
We're Bill and Steph. xbsmortgages@gmail.com if there's anything we can do to help. Thanks, bye.
Bye. I like you.
Was that not too aggravating funny? That was just a little bit
No,
aggravating funny.
that was amazing. I'm like, are you not listening to this?